did the same thing in our chambers. I mean, Jason just came in, and he never seemed like he was nervous, and we have some that come in there, basically, they're scared. They don't want to talk, they're very quiet. He would come and ask, questions. Well, how do you do this? Or, well, I need to do this, or I need to do some more work, or I need to, he was always just constantly busy. And that's something we have to stay on top of some of our interns to do, to stay busy. But he always seemed to be interested. And again, I was amazed. I was blown away. The work product that he gave us, the manual, is fabulous. It really is fabulous. And hopefully we can write all that someday. Put a copyright on it, though, But because I don't know how many other chambers actually have a manual. We have one, and we constantly tweak it, but it's not in this format. And the way that it's laid out is something very easily read and followed and understood. So I appreciate the work that you did, and I was impressed by you today, and
Thank you.
I wish you the best.
I just want to reiterate that Jason going in, I was proud that he went in with confidence, wasn't intimidated by the environment, and that he enjoyed it. He enjoyed it very much. And your presentation was great.
Thank you.
I'd like to say I'm proud of Jason. He works hard. Right now, me and Jason aren't seeing eye to eye. He's an excellent student, but sometimes Jason does not live in the real world as far as he thinks things should be the way they, like this. He puts on blinders and this is the way everything should be. And the career he's going in, it's not always going to be like this, So I hope he understands that and grows from that. I love him. He's a very excellent student. I'm very proud of him. I don't know if you know it, but he's been valedictorian of his 5th grade graduation class, his 8th grade graduation class, and we're hoping for his senior class. He'll be a 3-time valedictorian. I'm really proud of that. He gets the smarts from me. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Again, just like to say we're very proud of you. Jason has been this way since elementary school, so I know sometimes you might think that we don't notice and say enough that, how much we're proud of you and what you do, but we are. I'm very proud of you.
Even when their hands are around your neck.
Even then.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, son.
Well, first of all, thank you for letting me come in here and videotape and just be a part of this. Super, super impressed. Super excited for you and what seems like a path that you've kind of discovered, like Miss Christmas was saying, you discovered early on. So if I ever have any advice for any students or young people that I talk with, is like start with what you're passionate and you're interested about. And you've discovered that very early on. And look at the impression that you've left along the way. So I just want to encourage you to keep on following that path and that passion that you have for yourself. In terms of the presentation today, the few things I would recommend when you're presenting, I would have liked to have, if you would have passed out the book, and I don't know if you could have passed it out, maybe that would have been a legal barrier or something like that, but that would have been nice to just have at least passed it out so we could have sifted through it. And I'm trying to think of something else I can give you something to build upon, but right now nothing comes to mind. So once again, bravo and congratulations on your defense.
Wonderful. I'm a new teacher. Start today.
Oh yeah, I didn't know from the beginning, but I was told outside the room that she would be the new workshop teacher, and I'm very excited for you to be here with us.
I didn't even know that. I am so impressed.
Thank you.
With this end result. Wow. All I can say is, wow, is there a shot we could give a bunch of other young people? Your enthusiasm, your professionalism. I was particularly listening to your articulation and your language and how you use the vocabulary of the courthouse. That was just, you learned a lot, you picked up a lot, and it resonated with you, and that comes with your passion. I'm very impressed. And I know you're going to be a lawyer or a judge or whatever you want to be. Good job.
Jason, you brought tears to people's eyes today.
Yeah.
Your mom, your grandmother's, and everything you did today, you've exceeded my expectations. I started with Jalen Beavers my first year here, and then going through meeting Jalen, and then going through Jason. You both have two wonderful sons. Very different in their own ways, which you should be very, very proud. Jason does exceed above and beyond all expectations. He is a perfectionist, and that's why when he built upon his weaknesses, I stated he did notice some weaknesses, and I think he noticed them throughout the whole process, junior workshop, practicum, and senior workshop. And sometimes he does have his own way of thinking, but I think because he's so devoted into everything that he puts his mind to, that he will succeed. And I just wish all young men were like this, because he makes me proud to be his teacher, to be honest with you. And this is my second year doing this, and I've never seen anyone work so hard and go into something and dive into something that's so intimidating. I mean, I'm intimidated through all of this, so so he's made me emotional, so just awesome job. I know he will become something, and don't forget about us, because you should come back to speak at our graduations one day, because you're amazing.
Thank you, Ms. Ron. And thank you everybody else for being able to come. I know I sent you an email at close to 11 o'clock Thursday night about the presentation happening today, and I'm so happy that you all were able to make it here, because as you all said, I was so passionate about it. And with the keeping up the library, it's taking advantage of the little things. It was. I wanted to take advantage of being there. There was no question that I wouldn't.